I feel like a teacher. I feel like I have skills to really be able to go and help.
We had astronomical success, pretty much unheard of.
ECRI is going to enhance the best practice that's already happening. So everything is based on not something's broken, we got to fix it. It's what's going on that works and how do we make that better. When you bake a cake, you've heard somebody adds a little bit different ingredient. Boy, this tastes great. What did you add? What do we need to add to spice it up a little bit, to mix it up and make it even better? And that's what ECRI brings to the table.
Even though your program's a really good program, it's still lacking in some of those areas, and they're areas that are critical to the success of all students, but in particular those students who are at risk.
It's really great to be able to look at my DIBELS results and then look at what ECRI routines, and I can find specifically what I need to help those kids, because in my previous years I never really felt I knew exactly what to use to help the students.
In order to implement a fully developed tiered instructional model, you need for the instruction to be aligned. The most at-risk child needs to have instruction that they receive in their classroom in Tier 1, and then in the intervention instruction in Tier 2. When the instruction's not aligned, it can sometimes be more confusing and actually have the counter effect. So if the teachers follow them, then their instruction is in fact based on what's the most effective instruction for all students, but in particular for at-risk students.
We get to the point of them saying, why haven't I been doing this for the last 20 years? And we also get teachers at the end that said, you're not going to take this away from me, are you? And it would be the same teachers that at the beginning felt it was overwhelming. And then they get to that point that it's actually easier to manage than what they were doing before.
DIBELS scores have gone way up. Bilingual kindergartners who came in with no previous English, who didn't know their ABCs, by the end of the school year were able to start blending. It was amazing to watch them start to understand the language and how to put things together.
It wasn't until they did their mid-year data collection that they realized, wait a minute, my children are far, far ahead of where they've ever been. And so it was at that point they couldn't ignore those data.
I just think it's a magical tool to teach a kid to read. It's a gift.